The next part of the lesson involves disclosures and transparency requirements for producers. Before these documents and notifications were required, the typical insurance buyer had no clue as to what was being purchased, other than the premium and face amount of coverage. There were no requirements of meaningful disclosures and producer responsibilities. Producers more or less did what they wanted if it was legal at the time. These types of requirements gained traction in the late 1990s and early 2000s, with the NAIC and Securities and Exchange Commission issuing best practice documents and mandates for producers and those in the securities industry. You'll see producers must provide certain documents to the applicants of life insurance policies. These would be documents like a buyer's guide, policy summaries, and more. There are methods to compare life insurance policies against others to see if the policy being recommended fits the client based on suitability and other standards. These mandates are to protect the insurance public from deceptive and unadvisable sales practices. An important aspect that the lesson explores is replacement of a life insurance policy. Is it a good idea to apply for a brand new policy if a person already has a contract in force? Not necessarily, but depending on the situation, it could be a great idea. A number of years ago, legislators in all states, in concert with the NAIC, enacted laws and rules meant to protect the client from unscrupulous and deceptive sales practices. Replacement concerns are at the forefront of deceptive sales, and you'll learn that there are specific requirements in place that must be adhered to in the event a policy is being replaced. This section concludes with a discussion on how insurance policies can be compared to one another. While the details of the policy may seem fairly simple to outline, there is much more to cost comparisons between policies than considered by the average person.